In the red area, it's Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Louisville! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. He's got great speed. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Turner. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Kent. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll snap. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Keeps looking downfield. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Yates. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Hawaii taking on the number 15 team, the Purdue Boilermakers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Turns it loose. Lowers those pads. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Hit hard down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Pitt will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Skinner. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where.
Maybe some room here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find.
Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The option, he'll keep it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Hit right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Panthers will have it first and 10. They'll run it. It's Turner. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And as we get ready to start the 4th quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught. It's Skinner. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. Brown again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Again, it's Brown. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Davis. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. From the red zone, it's Brown. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. A give to Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Louisville! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
That lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a Turner.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker need really...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. It'll be third and long. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is softening them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Touchdown Cardinals! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw. The sure hands. It's Yates. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab down the middle. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount.
A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pitt pushing the pace. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He'll pull it down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And with that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He's got it on the right. Turning on the Jets. Smashes through the tackle. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Running inside, it's Turner. Got enough for the first. And that is how we will wrap this one up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this. Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a... They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Williams unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Mosley. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Back open in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown! Quarterback empties his backfield. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down for this offense. Throwing, Williams. Lets it go. Got him in the open. Touchdown, Indy! Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback gets the first down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Play action with Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd down from the gun. Williams buys a little time. He'll throw it. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Williams. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Swings it out to the flat. And that one did not work. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's Williams to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires downfield. Complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Grabs it. He gets it in. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Williams going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Hoosier. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
Looking for a huge play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. To the... Might be calling a hot route. Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41. 3rd is short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Play fake, Williams. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on 1st down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd, he's got it in the